Here with Nate. So tell me, what was the secret room experience like?
The secret room experience was definitely crazy. It's something that I was not prepared for it, right? You're locked in a room with two other house guests for 7 days and 24 hours a day, and you can't escape each other no matter what happens in that room.
Was there any part of you that sort of feels gypped, like you went through sequester, you did the whole thing, and then you didn't actually get to go in the house?
Not so much gypped because it was Canada's vote, so we did do a little challenge in our own because you had to fight for Canada's vote. So I wasn't feeling so gypped. It was just down to the numbers.
When you walked in there and you saw Allison and you saw Scott, like you've got a really hot chick, you've got this like drag queen, are you kind of like, oh my gosh, like, oh, my odds just went seriously down?
Not so much. It was just I brought my own aspect to the game, right? I think I'm a gorgeous young man, right? So, but those two were honestly the best two people I think you could put in that house with me because we got along so well. There was no real animosity towards each other, no real hating towards each other. We just had a good time. We were there to support each other and just made the best of a bad situation.
A lot of the people that were like voting, they said, oh, if we put Nate in there, he's just going to go with the guys. He's just going to be an extra vote. It's going to be a brigade type of situation. Is that what would have happened? Was that your strategy to go with the boys?
Not so much. I would have been cool with the guys, definitely, because I'm a guy's guy, right? I like to have a good time. But definitely, I'm a ladies' man, too. I like to, have fun with the ladies and have a good time. And I think that I could have worked out better with the girls because they seemed like they were more willing to try and make those big moves into the game, right?
What's missing this season that was like omnipresent last season was the showmances, and we haven't seen like really any of them. Like a little bit with like maybe Sabrina and Andrew, but would that have been a big Nate thing? Like, would there have been a showmance?
No, there would no showmance. There'd be a hard bromance. Hopefully, one of those guys. Maybe we connect, right? Kenny, he seems like a good down to earth kind of guy, so maybe something like that going on.
The question that has been killing me is like, how did you guys go to the bathroom? Because I did not see a bathroom in that secret room.
Well, we did have our Secret Service that would escort us there and back, but it was crazy, right? You had to hold it, and when you had to go, they came in, they wrapped you right up, and you had to go. Didn't know what was going on until you got back.
I was going to ask, like, did they watch you go to the bathroom? But then I thought about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's totally what happens in the actual house too, right?
Hey, definitely, right? You just go to the bathroom, and then you just come back, and they have their eyes on you 24/7, right?
What was the most surreal part? Like, I can't imagine the idea of, like, watching everybody else on the TV, and can you explain what that was like?
It was crazy just to see that TV and not be part of that house, but in the end, I did feel like I was definitely a part of that house because we were a big part. This is the first time that's ever taken place in anywhere, and it was just a great experience, and I'd do it again, definitely.
Do you think that there's any way Allysin can survive? I know she has like immunity this week, but if I'm in that house, if I started in that house, I'd be like, oh, dude, she was safe for like a week, like we got to get rid of her. Is there any way she can work her way inside?
Definitely, I think there would be a target on her back, right? Because she does have that immunity going on. But she is a smart girl. She is great. She's lovely. She can turn on that charm, and she is a sporty type, so she'll be deadly in those challenges, probably more than some of those other girls just by the looks of those TV.
Did you give her any tips before she went in?
I try to give her my own little Nate twist on that, right? Just be a nice, positive kind of person and just roll with the punches, whatever comes at her.
And what's next for you?
What's next for me? Whatever the world wants to throw at me. I'm here. I'm ready. Just give me a shot.
And will you apply next year? That's the operative question.
If I get the opportunity, why not? I'll give it another chance.
And finally, like, who do you pick to win? I always ask everybody. So if you had to, I know you haven't really seen the show. You are only going by that secret footage, but who would you pick right now?
Right now, I'd have to say Allison. I spent so much time with her. I got to know her on a personal level, and that girl is honestly, she's a fighter, and I hope she takes it all the way and brings home that cash, and we get to go have a nice big party at the end.
Amazing. Nate, thank you so much.
Have a good one.